I think we're live. I never know. I'm going to wait till someone says that we're live. Hello, hello. I imagine if anyone ever watches these live streams back, there's just this period at the beginning where I'm like looking confused. Hello, hello. Are we live? Yes. Hello. James and Philip have confirmed that we're live and I'm not sitting here talking to myself. Thank God. Happy New Year, guys. Hello. Hello, Hayley. Hello, chat. Bean Count. Still love that name. Why is your name Bean Count? Can you confirm? Hi, Gary. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope 2023 is the best for all of us. Please feel free to share any investing or finance related or even personal New Year goals. I'm not going to say New Year resolutions. What are you going to achieve in 2023? Not what would you like to achieve. What are you going to achieve? Belly Pork, that's a good name as well. Hello, Belly Pork. It's a trade name. I'm an accountant. Oh, okay. That makes a little bit more sense, I suppose. I thought maybe you sit there and count beans or something in your spare time, which would be fine. I thought we could just like share some goals and investment goals specifically and how we're going to achieve them and just talk all things fresh new year. What are we going to do? And yeah, it's just going to be a chat really more than anything today. I'm not really going to be like analysing any stocks or anything like that. Just a chat, see how we're all doing. If you guys have been buying anything recently, I guess the stock market's only just reopened, but if you've been buying anything or you're interested in buying any new stocks to your portfolio, let me know. This time this year, we will all be millionaires. Do you know what? Yes, we will. Hey, new people join in. Happy New Year, Hayley and all. Happy New Year. Grab some good stocks. Yes. Hello, greetings from Poland. Hi. Okay, so let's just start. I'm just going to share some of my investing goals. I got them written down in front of me so I don't forget. Mike says he's going to sell 1 or 2 buy-to-lets. I like that. I like the language you used. I'm going to. That's cool. I really want to get into the property. It's one of my goals, I guess. I want to get into the property ladder. It's hard. It's really difficult. I feel like it was a lot easier a few decades ago for people. It's really tough now. Really, really hard. Anyway, let me share some of mine and then I'm going to come back over to the chat and chat about some of your goals. So keep leaving them as I'm going. Okay, so my first one is just to keep investing. Through 2022, I was super, super consistent with investing and I pretty much built the habit of investing every single month. And I'm really proud of that because you've got to build that habit. You've got to recognize the importance of paying yourself first. And I'm glad that I've actually done that. And it didn't really take too much convincing, honestly, for me. I researched about investing. I knew I wanted to invest. So it was a priority for where my money needed to go every single month. 2023, I'm going to invest consistently still every single month without fail, unless literally something is like really important that comes up. But I have my emergency fund for that. But more importantly, I want to invest more. I'm really, really eager to make 2023 the year that I max out way more of my stocks and shares ISA than I ever have. At the moment, the years that I've had a stocks and shares ISA, I've never really even hit half of the allowance. So I've not even got to 10,000, which is fine. Like it's not that everyone can do that, but this year it's really important for me to actually get to probably, hopefully, about 10,000, but at least more than I have done in previous years. I can see some more people join in and leaving their goals, which is really, really cool. Okay, the next thing I want to do that ties into many different things is I want to make sure that I have a number of solid, good passive income streams. I don't just want my 9-to-5 job. I love my 9-to-5 job and I'm not looking to leave it or anything like that. But I just really, really want to have a selection of passive income streams that I can build up over time. And eventually I would like them passive income streams to be more than what I bring home every month in my 9-to-5 job. And I'm working towards it. I'm really, really trying hard. And this is going to be the year that I do that. In 2023, I have said to myself that I'm going to have my passive income sitting at about £2,000 more than it currently is, which is so exciting. So that's not to say in January, I'm going to have my passive income stream be £2,000 more than it currently is. I just mean over the course of 2023, I need it to be £2,000 more than it is consistently. It won't happen straight away. I'm going to have to put a lot of hard work in and it's going to have to grow. But that is something that's really, really important to me. What else have I got? I've got that I want to grow my income source at work as well. So whether that's a promotion or just a pay rise, and I'm doing things to make sure I achieve that. I've told my manager that that's what I want. I've put steps in place and I've asked people like what exactly I need to do. So I've been very upfront about it, which I think people shy away from a lot. And it's really difficult to just literally turn around and say, hey, this is what I want to do. Tell me how to achieve it because I'm going to do it. But it actually goes a long way. Like the conversations I've had have been nothing but positive. They've been really, really, really good. One about dividends specifically. You all know that I'm building a dividend portfolio and I'm tracking it. I'm tracking it every single month. When it comes to April, I will be able to look back and say exactly how much in dividends I've made in 2022/2023, 2021/2022, sorry, that tax year that we're going to be leaving shortly. And whatever that amount is, which I could sit and work out now, but whatever that amount is, I want that to grow every single year. See some more people. I at least want to double it next year, which is, I think, quite ambitious, but I don't see why I couldn't do that as long as I keep, putting money into the portfolio, picking good quality stocks that perhaps are increasing their dividends, just doing what I'm doing, and it will snowball. There's so many people that I look up to on YouTube, people that are known investors that have showed the power of compounding over time and how their dividends have increased. So I don't see why that isn't possible. What else have I got here? Get onto the property ladder. We spoke about this. And that means that I want to work really, really hard at actually putting money into, I think someone's actually mentioned it. I'll go back and have a look in a minute through the comments, otherwise it gets too distracting. Putting money into the best accounts that I can to actually make that happen. And I'm having my fingers crossed that the housing market in the UK will come down a little bit because, like I said, right now, it's so unreasonable out there for new, people trying to purchase a property for the first time. And I want to purchase a property for me to live in, but even more so, I want to somewhat build a small property empire so that's passive income. That's what I want to get to. So I need to get on the property ladder to do that. Moving on from investing and general finance goals, something that's really, really important for me is my YouTube channel. I have very clear aims for 2023 on what I want to do with this channel. I'll be upfront with you guys. I really, really want to grow it. There's not many females that are talking about investing. There's not many UK channels talking about investing so transparently and about dividends and the things I talk about. And I just put so much work in, and I'm going to really, really work hard to hit that 5,000 sub mark, and then hopefully just keep snowballing it from then on. In January, I have got a video coming out 4 times a week. On the days I don't have a video, I have a short video coming out. I have started a Twitter account, so go and follow me on that because that's really fun. I'm just doing all these things that hopefully will just push the channel, and more people can find the channel, and we can just build a community, because talking to you guys is so much fun and I learn so much. Like I said, I don't really have many people in my everyday life to talk about investing to that even care about investing or know much about investing. So, you know, it brings me so much joy and just teaches me so much. Yeah, I've put here that my YouTube channel is currently on about just over 3,000 subs, and I want it to get to 10,000 by 2024. And this is really hard to say because I'm someone that has a lot of self-doubt, and that is a goal that I have to work on. That is something I have to change, and I have to have the I can attitude and not shy away from challenges and not doubt myself and think that I can't do it. I'm going to just read some of your goals now. I'm going to go back and see what you guys are trying to achieve, or what you're saying. I think Apple will go down badly. You think Apple stock's going to continue to do badly? I don't really pay too much attention to the daily movements of the US stocks. I mean, obviously I care about them, but the day-to-day movements I don't really look at all the time. I was having a look earlier at Apple, Microsoft, Google, and Tesla, and just watching how much it's crazy. It's crazy. And I think there's a real buying opportunity for people. Oh, and Amazon, for people that want them stocks in their portfolio. The prices are mad right now. Have any of you been looking at any of them stocks and thinking about buying? What else I got here? What are your views on big tech stocks? Quite positive. Like I think there's a place for the big tech stocks, and they're often the ones that have the most growth and the ones that people see the most return from. They tend not to be dividend stocks, but the big tech stocks I have exposure to through my S&P 500 tracker VUSA. And yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about them. They do make up a big portion of my portfolio just because VUSA is such a large part of my portfolio. BT, you're buying BT? Okay, I don't have BT. Maybe I'll have a little look into that. We looked at that one. Happy New Year, good afternoon. I bought Main. I say Main. I don't know if any of you guys just say Main or MAIN. AEMJ, my goal is to actually budget properly and work out how much I can invest each month. I've been so bad with consistency. Okay, that's interesting. Working out a budget is definitely the most important thing, because as soon as you know how much you have left each month, you'll know how much you can afford to invest. And obviously, before you start putting money into investing, pay off any high interest debt that you have, because that will just eat it up. That will get rid of that high interest debt, or any debt really, and set yourself a goal for an emergency fund. Budget that in. That's really, really important, because what you don't want to do is put all of your money into investing and then realize your car's broken down or whatever the example is, and you've suddenly got to pull money from your investment portfolio. You don't want to do that. So have that emergency fund in place first. And I advise any of you that have never actually looked at a whole month of what you spend and what you bring in, do it. It's completely shocking and eye-opening. It's not very fun to do, honestly, if you kind of have the sense that you're spending more than you should, but it's a good eye-opener, and you'll definitely, having that budget in place will definitely allow you to be way more consistent. So yeah, do that. I'm nearly done with the skeleton of my main portfolio, so trimming and adding to it is my main goal of 2023. Nice. I feel like I'm getting there as well. I feel like I need to maybe add a couple more to have the bulk of my portfolio done, but I'm happy with where it's at moving into 2023. So yeah, I'm not really going to be trimming any positions at the moment. It will just be add-in for me. But saying that, I'll definitely look to add where I'm lacking exposure or where there's good opportunity. Property market will correct in the next 2 years, so best to wait. You know, that's positive. I like that you said that because I need to hear that. I want to get on the property market so badly. And it just seems like every time I'm in a position where I can look to do that, it just doesn't make any financial sense to do it. Like, I'm better off renting right now because it's just mad. But I do have the goal too. And I hope you're right. 2 years, that seems feasible for me to start getting things into place and, you know, looking at properties where I want to be, looking at a mortgage, all of that fun adult stuff. Put some beans into a lifestyle ISA if you're looking for your first property. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. I need to actually get on with doing that and stop putting it to the back of my mind. I like that you said beans, by the way. What are your plans for the channel? Like I said, honestly, I just want to push and not make excuses as to why I shouldn't grow, why the channel's not very good. Like, I need to just really, really hammer home with the channel because I absolutely love it. Saying that, let me know. Do you guys, if you watch the channel quite a lot, are there any types of videos or video series in particular that you absolutely love and you think are the best ones that I do? Because I'd like to do the ones that you are enjoying and the ones that are doing well. I noticed that the stocks to buy of the month, the invest with me, the portfolio, those are the ones that I tend to see do quite well. But yeah, if you've got any in particular that you want to highlight to me, please do. I'm also really excitingly, actually, I don't think I've said this yet. I've started a Patreon, and I've basically put, oh, where's my mouse gone? So hard to do this. Yeah, so I've got 3 tiers in my Patreon. I've got the pro tier, the elite tier, and then the VIP tier. Each different tier will get different perks. And I'll, you know, you can go and find me on Patreon. Just search for Hayley Eich or look in a video that I've done recently and it will be in the description. And there's going to be loads of things. Like, even the bottom tier are going to get Discord access where I'm going to be chatting every single day, getting Discord updates, building a community over there. The other tiers, some of the other tiers are going to get a free dividend tracker. They're going to get live updates on what I'm doing with my portfolio. Whenever I buy and sell stocks, you know, stock market updates. It's going to be really, really fun. The top tier are going to get biannual giveaways. They're going to get an investing mug that I've designed. Shout outs on the YouTube channel. It's going to be fun and I'm so excited. Like I said, I just want to build a community and just speak to like-minded people. So yeah, sorry, that was a bit of a long-winded way to answer your question, but I'm just going to push. Yep, go for the pay review during the PDR, especially now that inflation's higher. Yeah, okay, cool. I should have worn my glasses. My eyes are like struggling. Using the 4% rule, you will need 50,000 extra in your pot to generate an extra 2,000. Yeah, I don't mean from, that's a good point. I don't mean that I want my passive income just to come from my dividends, by the way. That will just be a tiny percentage of it. I'm talking businesses, YouTube, other sources of income, like everything combined. My goal for this year is to clear debt and get an emergency fund. That is an incredible goal. And that is one that's going to set you up so much. Clearing that debt and sorting out an emergency fund is going to mean that all of your income that doesn't go on, you know, essentials is yours to do what you want with. And obviously, I'm going to say that it should be invested or, you know, put your money to work. But at least you're not going to have that debt hanging over you. That's so powerful. Where do you park your emergency fund? Great question. At the moment, this is really bad. And the accountant in the chat is going to have some words with me. At the moment, it's honestly just in my normal everyday account. But I am going to look for a more interest rate friendly, let's say, way to do that. Because my interest on my just normal account absolutely sucks. And I want to build that interest if I can, at least match inflation, but it's a tough one, isn't it? It's really, really hard. So Someone mentioned to me on a comment the other day that I should look at Chase Bank, so I'm going to do that. But yeah, it's honestly just in a normal account. It's not even in a decent account right now, but I'm going to change it. Lifestyle ISA must do. Yeah, agree. We'll look into it. Dividend investing seems safe because it is less volatile, but unless you're retired or as close to the retirement age, it seems like index ETFs will make you more money across the 10 years. Yeah, I'm going to do a video on this soon about like dividend investing versus growth investing. Can you do both? I'm going to be doing that sort of video. I'm definitely going to keep my exposure to broad ETFs and index funds. If you haven't watched my most recent Invest With Me, I put money into VHYL, high dividend ETF, and I've got a lot of my money in VUSA and FTSE all cap in my Vanguard as well. I always forget about that one because I invested into it ages ago and just left it alone, and I never remember that I've got it, but I've got that as well. So yeah, I do agree that it's a great idea to have index funds and ETFs too. Keep going, Hayley. The more videos you make, the easier it will get. Yeah, thank you. I'm really pushing with the amount of videos I'm getting out, and I hope that you guys can see the change in the channel. Like, I've recently rebranded the banner. Like I said, I've now got a Patreon. I'm on Twitter. I'm doing TikToks. Like, I'm doing as much as I possibly can, and it's really, really fun. I'm literally obsessed. I'm on it. I'm doing stuff to do with investing in YouTube every single day, as much time as I can possibly do. Max out lifetime inflation, lifetime ISA, LISA, and continue my plan of adding to my dividend portfolio weekly. I also invest in growth stocks, but I think 2023 will be rocky, flat, and have set price targets and stupid low to see. Yeah, great goal, by the way. It's interesting that you do weekly. I don't know. I always just do monthly when I get paid, but yeah, good for you. Just keep going, keep building it, keep reinvesting those dividends. Do you have any dividend investors here? Do you also have exposure to non-dividend growth stocks in your portfolio? I'm kind of tempted by Tesla right now, and I'm tempted by Amazon and Apple. Lots to think about. Oh, that's interesting. The next comment is not a dividend stock, but Tesla will 10x by 2024. Yeah, I'm a Tesla fan. I'm an Elon Musk fan. I do have Tesla stock in a general investment account, but it's been my initial investment has been absolutely slashed, as you can imagine, and I'm thinking about maybe investing a portion of money into the stocks I just mentioned in my ISA. Main pays monthly. That's interesting. If I was to just want a monthly stock, I think I would look at Realty Income, the big US one that pays monthly. But there are a few others, and I think there's a couple of UK ones. I never really looked into it too much, but they're just not as tempting to me right now. Also, love your channel as a dividend investor. Keep it up. Thanks, George. Leggy, hi Leggy. One of the best stocks I have. Let's just move this down. Oh, I've now lost where I was. One of the best stocks I have is BIP. Cool. Yeah, no, I do not have that in my portfolio right now. There's so many that I honestly have on my watch list. Check out Barclays rainy day savings account. I don't think that was to someone else in the chat, right? Not me, but I'm going to take note of that. I think I'll have a look at that. If anyone knows of a UK bank offering decent interest rates right now, and one where you don't have to like tie your money up for a certain amount of time, or at least not too long, drop it below. Put it in the chat. I'm going to check them out. Recession will happen and dollar cost averaging into US ETFs plus balanced with UK ETFs. Always zoom out. Helps me sleep at night. Next 10 years will be modest growth. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, actually. The whole recession fear. I'm just gonna keep going. So when I started investing, it was January 2020. And then there was a period of time for, I've got it noted down actually. Let me find it. Oh, and in doing so, I got rid of the chat. So good. Yeah, so I started investing on the 11th of January 2020, and then I stopped between February 2020, so a month later, and I stopped until April 2021. And honestly, that was just because everything that was going on at the time, I won't say the magic words, but you know what was happening. And as a new investor, I was just really fearful, and I just thought that's going to be, this time's going to be different. Don't do it. Just stick your money in cash in case. And I just got really scared, and it's a big regret because that was such a good opportunity. So should things keep going towards recessions and all of that, I'm still going to be buying because I've learnt my lesson the hard way. I bought Airtel Africa when you bought Live. Oh, that's cool. Buying the stocks together. 50% saving income rate, max out pension account limit. Nice. I think you left the comment actually, Adam, didn't you, on a community post that I asked. But yeah, fantastic goals. I am putting money into my pension as well. I'm maxing out my employers' contributions. Oh my God. I've been filming videos all day talking to a camera, so I'm a little bit all over the place. Yeah, Bean Count said 50% is incredible. It really is. 50% of your income you are saving or investing. That's amazing. There was a period of time where I was hitting like 70%, but that was impressive. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I should work that out actually. And but like I said, I'm going to be investing more in 2023 than I was in 2022. So naturally that's going to increase. Happy New Year from Poland. Happy New Year, Adam. Renting residential property will not give you a passive income. If you want a passive income from a property, look into commercial property with a FRI lease. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I don't know much about that at all, but I'll look into it. If we've got any people here actually that, I know obviously Mike is one of them. If there's anyone here that does have a bit of a property portfolio, whether that's one property, two properties, 11 properties, whatever. If you've got any advice, let me know. I'll be adding ETFs to my portfolio in 2023. Yeah, you can't go wrong. There's some really big players when it comes to ETFs, and they're loved for a reason. And they're recommended to most people as well. With the tax allowance on dividends changing over the coming years, will you look to move individual stocks into an ISA? Do you know, that's so funny that you've asked me that, because I've literally scheduled a video today on the dividend changes. I filmed it like 2 days ago. It went up to it scheduled today. It's going to be coming up in the first or second week of January. Like I said, I'm posting 4 times a week, so asking me when a video coming out is just impossible for me to answer right now. It's coming up very soon, where I talk about the changes to tax in the UK that's happening over the next few years and what I'm going to do about that. But essentially, to answer your question, I'm going to have as much of my investment portfolio inside of an ISA because it's going to be crucial. It really is. And that's going to include dividend individual stocks as well. Year 2 of dividend portfolio for me. So the aim is to double the dividend received if possible. Nice. Andrew, let me know. What was your income for year 1? You don't need to tell me what it was, but basically, do you see that your projected annual income for year 2 is going to outdo your year 1? Because that's the goal, isn't it? You just want to keep growing it. Okay, so Mike said with a FRI lease, the tenants has to pay for the maintenance. Get started by buying a garage. That's not how I saw that one going. I.e. one garage in a block of 4 for cash, perhaps for 10,000 cash. Then you may become eligible for a commercial mortgage without owning any residential property. Okay. And that's a UK, you're telling me that from a UK perspective, Mike, because I was under the impression that you had to have a residential property that you had bought before you can actually start leasing them out, renting them out. So you can, am I understanding that right? You're saying that I can get around that if I need to by having the garage first. Yeah, there's lots of problems with tenants wrecking properties, isn't there? So maybe that is a good way. Anyone buying into garages, my friend is obsessed with them. Someone else is saying about garages. Okay, someone please inform me about this whole garage situation. I want to know why it's good. Is there money to be made there? And like, what is this all about? Tell me everything about this garage buy-in, because I don't know anything and 2 people have said it. In the UK, are the big investors required to file a F13 year? This tells you what stocks they own. I don't know if you're asking me this question, sorry, Gary, or you're stating it. Not sure. An F13? Moving on. I'm not sure, Gary, what you mean. I'm sorry. How many months expenditure will your emergency fund cover? Consider Marcus for emergency fund. I've not heard of Marcus. How many months expenditure? I reckon I could probably do like maybe if I was only looking at the money that I don't have a current plan for, if that makes sense. Probably about 14 months, so just over a year. But I have some plans, so I don't really want to, yeah, you know what I mean. I can get away. If I needed to leave my job and live on the money that I've got in my emergency fund, I could get away with it for probably about a year. But I hope that my passive income streams will obviously start to add to that. And I've done that before. I've lived on my emergency fund for a period of time when I wasn't working before. I learned a lot in that time. By the way, guys, I've got a video coming out at 6 p.m. tonight, and it's a premiere. So if you're on this live stream right now, join the premiere at 6 and tell me that you're on this live stream. I want to see how many of you guys are watching that video later. Chase has a good rounded up feature and an okay rate, but no ISA options. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not looking for an ISA option. I'm just looking for not average, just a normal savings account or a normal account that is going to give me better interest rates. Because, well, I'll just tell you right now, I'm with NatWest and Santander. If there's any more that you know of that are going to offer me better interest rates, or a specific type of savings account that you know of, just let me know and I'll have a little look into it. Got my emergency fund in Marcus at a 2.24 rate, easy access. Nice. Okay. Marcus. Why have I never heard of Marcus? It's noted. It's noted. I'm going to have a little look. You're doing great with your channel, as you're straight and easy to understand than some others. My aim is just to, well, firstly, thank you, Philip, and thank you. I recognise a lot of your names from how supportive you are on the channel, and the nice comments and informative comments that you leave me. So I do appreciate it, and whether I'm at 3,000 subs, 1,000 subs, hopefully 10,000 subs, I'm never going to become one of those people that just don't interact or just don't really care about their subscribers and the people that take the time to leave the comments. It just doesn't sit right with me, and I honestly appreciate it so much. So thank you. And Philip's aim is to just keep investing each month with the money that you have and build up your portfolio as you can go. Yeah, literally same here. It's that's all we can do. And it doesn't really matter, like you said, with the little money I have, throwing money into the portfolio consistently is going to be such a powerful thing. I've got £1,000 starter emergency fund in Chase. Nice. Chase is becoming more popular, and this Marcus, whoever Marcus is, I don't know. Maximum for lifetime ISA is 4,000 per tax year. Yeah, you can have that outside of a stocks and shares ISA, or no, sorry, I didn't mean that. I meant you can have a lifetime ISA as well as a stocks and shares ISA, can't you? You can have both running together. I have one stock that doesn't pay dividends. Okay, what stock is that? Oh, it's a lithium mining company. Okay. I'm not opposed to adding more stocks to the portfolio that don't pay a dividend if it's the right one to have. There seems to be this like cult almost about people that just don't like dividend investing will put anyone that has interest in dividend investing into this box and just like shout at them about how they're missing growth opportunities and whatever. Like, I am a dividend enthusiast. Like, I love it and I'm going to keep doing it, but it doesn't mean that I don't care about other companies and other stocks. Like, I'm not just turning my back to them. Okay, I'm running out of time, and there are a lot of comments, so I'm going to be doing live streams a lot more often, like I said to you guys before. But I'll keep going for now. In addition to the above, Barclays, Rainy Day, NatWest, RBS, Regular Saver, and Virgin Money ISA with their M Money account offer good rates. Thank you, Bean Count. I'll go back through this chat, and anyone that's left a recommendation, I'll be taking a look at. Okay, reply to earlier. You get paid weekly. That makes complete sense then. I get paid monthly, so I invest monthly. That does make sense. I don't know if I'm seeing this correctly, but I think someone just donated money in the chat. I don't actually know how this works, but if someone has just like left me some money, like honestly, you didn't need to do that, but thank you so much. I could just be chatting rubbish here and that it's just popped up, but I don't know if that's true. Thank you if it is true. Like, that's incredible. I'm just look. Adam, thank you. Wow. It is true. Adam has... Wow, thank you, Adam. I don't know what to say. That is incredible. Thank you so much. You honestly didn't have to do that, but thank you, thank you. Wow, I'm all distracted now. I'm blown away that someone would actually do that. I'm going to have a sip of my water. Honestly, there's no pressure to donate money, but thank you. That money will be going into my portfolio. I feel bad. Okay, we're going to move on. Thank you though, Adam, seriously. That's incredible. That's never happened to me before. So as you can see, I'm a little bit surprised. So George, you were saying that you get paid monthly, and that's why. Well, that makes sense. Watch out the growth stocks because valuations are coming down from scary PEs, but starting to look attractive for sure. Yeah, this is what I was looking at. Some of them are looking very undervalued right now. Very, exciting. See, when I'm looking at these big tech stocks or growth stocks, whatever, and they're companies that are just so established and I don't see them ever, I don't see them going anywhere. Like, it just makes me think, why wouldn't I want in on that? Because I feel like they're going to go back up and I can capitalize on that. But then I worry like about investing investing not a massive amount of money in these standalone individual US stocks. So I don't know, like tax reasons, withholding tax, all of that stuff. But if I did do it, it would be inside of NISA. Shares of Tesco and Sainsbury's. I don't have Tesco or Sainsbury's in my portfolio. I was originally going to add Tesco when I first set up the portfolio, but I decided not to. Okay, we've got, I'm not going to read all these out, but Bean Count's given a few different ones here. Okay, are these the ones, are you naming the ones that are paying monthly? Because you've named Main and you've named Realty. I think they're the one, you're naming the ones that pay monthly. Look at BP, they have a good dividend. Yeah, I don't really know much about BP. Have they, some questions that I would have is, how's the debt? How's the free cash flow? Financially stable? Are they increasing their dividends, or at least have they been able to sustain their dividends? Yeah, I'll have a little look. Your channel is great. I'm from Canada and love learning about the UK side of the market from your videos. Thank you. Canada. I love Canada so much. I need to go back to Canada. But that's really really cool that you said that, actually, because sometimes I worry about only talking UK stocks and that people from outside of the UK just won't find the channel and won't really care. So that's nice to hear. Okay, Bean Count is talking about if I wanted to stock up on some gilts. I don't have any exposure right now. Okay, here's some questions for you guys, because I've just seen a few different things. What are your opinions on bonds, and what are your opinions on premium bonds as well? Let me know. So James has said, I use premium bonds for emergency fund, and I've heard that from quite a few people, actually. I'm really, really loving speaking to you guys, by the way. So I'm going to go till 5. So about 20 minutes, just short of that, if that's good with you. I'll keep going for now. Appreciate that some of you will have to drop off and, you know, do other things. That's fine. But I just, honestly, I look forward to chatting with you guys. So I'll keep going for a bit longer. And then I must go and have my dinner because I missed lunch and I'm really hungry. And you know why I missed lunch? Because I was working on YouTube channel videos because I'm just obsessed, and I was tweeting and stuff. Yeah, go and follow me on Twitter if you've got a Twitter. Where was I? I'm so easily distracted. This is something I need to work on. Premium bonds for emergency fund, that was it. And you also class this as part of your investment strategy alongside global index funds and a small amount in crypto. Yeah, what's your opinions on crypto too? I find that, well, this is probably me just making this up, but I find that people that typically watch my channel and a lot of other UK investing channels aren't that keen on crypto. I personally, I do have exposure to crypto. I don't talk about it very much because I just don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable like I would talk about it, but I don't know as much as other channels that obviously talk about crypto all the time. And it is, you know, it does tend to be a little bit riskier. So I don't know. I just don't talk about it very much, but I do have exposure to crypto in my portfolio. Good shout on premium bonds, tax-free and has a lottery-like structure to keep you engaged. No issues with withdrawal and is government backed. Yeah, the reason that I started looking at premium bonds was because there's this fab YouTuber called Compounding Investor on YouTube, another UK dividend enthusiast. You've probably seen his videos, and he talks about them quite a lot and shares how much money he gets from them. He's got a massive portfolio, so I know it wouldn't be the same with me, and it is like a lottery based structure where the more money you have, the more chance you've got of getting a reward. It's interesting. I thought about it for a while, then I just forgot about it, and now I'm starting to think about it again. But I don't know if I've got enough spare capital to put into it to make it worth it when I've got other things I want to invest in. So, I'll think about it. It's interesting, and it's government backed, like you said. No issues with withdrawal. It's engaging. Sounds good. I do wonder how worth it would be. I'm not sure. Oh, someone said the premium bond price rate has increased. That's interesting. That is interesting. When did that increase? Is that like a really recent thing, James, or not that recent? I have Timberland and Grow Trees. This is all going weird. Okay, there it is. Sometimes the chat just disappears from my screen and I don't know where it goes. It just decides that it's had enough of us talking and it just goes off the screen. Right, I need to find where I was. It's premium bond, wasn't it? Yes, the rate's increased. Savings account may beat it, but I like having the chance, however small, of winning large prize money. Yeah, that's human psychology, isn't it? We love the chance of winning. And why not? It's, you know, it even if it's not the most optimal investment vehicle, which I'm not saying it's not, I'm just saying even if it isn't, it's better than just going to blow your money at the pub or whatever. You're setting up your future either way. Try HL Active Money. I'm guessing that's Hargreaves Lansdown. Okay, I'll have a look. just tuned in, we'll watch back later. Thank you. No pressure. But yeah, check it out if you're interested. We've just been chatting all things investment goals and just having a chit chat really. So yeah, feel free to watch back later. And if you've got any comments to add them as a comment to the video. I don't know if garages are good, but I think owning one for cash and collecting rent will then make you eligible for a commercial mortgage on a larger property. Do check with a UK commercial mortgage broker before buying. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have a little Google about this. Garages, someone's saying garages are less capital to start because obviously they're cheaper than a property. Can be used as collateral down the line. Less risks with tenants, true. Pure gold in bigger cities as parking is in short supply. You know, about half a year ago, I thought this was a really good idea that I just go and buy some land, some like cheap land in a good place and build a car park on it, because I was just getting so annoyed that I was having to pay money to park my car, and I was thinking I should just have that, or have like a vending machine or something. So yeah, I do like this whole garage thing. It's very interesting. You could even put it on store mates in between tenants. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, I've just seen the notification, Adam, from earlier where you left that. I didn't realise how this works. Thank you again. Have I had a good new year? Yeah, do you know, this is so bad. I had a nice meal for New Year, but I didn't really do anything other than work on YouTube because, like I said, I'm a bit obsessed right now. So I didn't go out or go crazy or anything like that. I was just grinding away. It's all I want to do right now. But it was nice, thank you. I hope you did too. Up to 20,000 new money per tax year into all ISAs. So 4 in a LISA, then 16 in stocks and shares. Yeah, that's how I understood it as well. Like you can have the two, but together they have to account for the 20,000. I think Marcus is owned by Goldman Sachs. Okay. Yeah, I've still not heard of it. I don't know. Have I been living under a rock? I'm going to learn about it. Yes, Goldman Sachs. Okay, cool. Yes, Adam left you 4.49. I know. Thanks, Gary. I honestly didn't know what was happening. When there's value, there's money. Yeah, that's a good point in just life in general, isn't it? Provide value and you'll probably get financial rewards in return. Stick it in your new LISA. Yeah, thanks, Adam. You might have started my new LISA account there for me. Hello. Hi. I guess you just joined, but hello. That was Anil. I hope I'm saying your name right. Anil. Okay, BIP have paid dividends for 21 years. That's impressive. That's impressive. I'm going to, have a little look into that. Any company that I've seen that are able to sustain their dividends for such a long time, I'm just like, love heart eyes, and I just want to see everything there is to see about that company. I just think it's so impressive, like the financial stability that must be in place to be able to do that, especially if that's coupled with growth, or at least not a lack of growth, it's cool. DB Douglas just got in, first timer. Hey, welcome. Are you a new viewer of the channel, or is this just your first time to a live stream? Let me know. Bonds, global aggregate, ETF, good way to go. Yeah, I've not got any exposure at all to bonds in my portfolio. And I don't know if I want exposure to bonds in my portfolio. Maybe I should, just to diversify a little bit. But honestly, they've never really interested me, so I've just not bothered. But this premium bond business is quite interesting. You can earn up to 1,000 in interest tax free each year. So no point using a cash ISA. Better rates on offer outside of a cash ISA. I just need to move the bulk of my emergency fund probably to somewhere a little bit better. So maybe that's where the premium bonds come in for me. Maybe that's where I look into just a different bank that's going to offer me better interest rates. I'm definitely not optimizing that as best I can. It's just because it's one of those things that get put on the back of your mind. Like a few again, about 6 months ago, I had decided that I was going to move my money from one bank to another because the other bank offered one slightly better interest, but they offered £500 if I moved my money. And I thought, well, I want £500 and I was looking for somewhere else anyway, so I'll do it. Went to the bank, got the information I needed, and then was meant to go home and do an online form, got distracted, and here I am still looking for somewhere. So it's one of those things that you just need to get on with. I was literally thinking the other day about getting premium bonds. I guess we all are then. Maybe a video about premium bonds should be something I do, because anytime I want to learn about something more, I tend to give myself the task of making a video, because then I'll research it for a video. And I feel like if you can explain something to someone else, you must understand it better anyway. So that's what I try and do. Bonds fall in value when interest rates rises, but bonds rise in value when interest rates fall. Yeah. And that might be something that I, need exposure to in my portfolio, just to help out a little bit. Canadian stock QSR I have, and it's had a 13% increase in capital gains with a 3.16 dividend. Yeah, I don't know that stock, but nice. Nice. Craig, you said I guess your name's Craig. It looks like it would be Craig. I'm going to call you Craig. You said you're from Canada. Do you have any exposure to the UK stock market at all? Just wondering. Just be interested if you do. But yeah, let me know. What are the most popular Canadian stocks? I'm guessing one of them's QSR, and that's the one you just mentioned. Okay, we're gonna go for about 5 more minutes, and then any questions that I miss or whatever, I'll get to next live stream. Do you guys like live streams? Is it interesting for you? I guess you like them because you're here, but this is another thing I was really doubting myself about, whether anyone would even show up for live streams and whether they're worth doing. So I'm glad people actually do interact with them, because it would be so awkward for me just to sit here thinking that I was going to interact with people and having no one there. I'd still do them, but it would be less fun for sure. Gilt ladders can be used instead of a savings account in the short to medium term, and at the moment have an okay yield. Premium bonds are effectively just cash with a chance of a lottery win. Nice. Good information. Yeah, gonna look at this stuff in more detail. Premium bonds now yield about 3%, probably good for 3 months onwards of the emergency fund. Okay, so maybe what I could do is take some of my emergency fund and look to put that elsewhere, and then keep the rest as really accessible cash, even though I know that that's what a premium bond is as well, but maybe splitting it. Would avoid crypto for now. Yeah, fair enough. It seems very high risk. Things have been going a bit crazy recently. I just sometimes sit and dream that I had known about crypto when I was a lot younger. Like obviously hindsight's better, but I wish I just knew the Bitcoin that was gonna rise, or any of these little coins, and just put like everything I had into it, because I would be on a beach right now and I'd be very, very, very well off. But we can all say that in hindsight, can't we? But yeah, I don't blame you wanting to avoid crypto. It's definitely not for everyone. You've got to have a little bit of a risk appetite towards it, or it just seems one of these things that are really like Marmite for people. You either really, really don't want exposure to it and you don't see the future in it, fair enough, whatever. And then there's people that have put everything they've got into it. So, yeah, don't blame you. I have like a decent amount in it, but not like everything I've got. I wouldn't do that. On the 31st of December, you received 1,100. I guess that's in, are you saying that that's in USD? I don't know, but you received that amount from BIP. That's amazing. That's so cool. Like, I dream of the day that one of my dividend payments just is that sort of amount. Incredible. I started off with crypto but closed it before the crash. Will never go back to it as too insecure. It's been proved in the last month or so. Yeah, I can't argue with that there, Philip. it seems to be just very risky. It's very hit and miss. It's scary. It's a scary world. I don't know how easily I would be able to sleep at night if I had all of my life's worth in crypto. Having said that, the crypto that I have on a cold storage wallet, so a ledger. So it's not on any platform, because after what happened, I do not want that. Emergency funds in premium bonds are easily accessible. Used as a piggy bank when buying the dip. Now replacing. Okay. It's cool to see how people are using these different investment vehicles. It's been split 3 times since I've owned it. They own 57 seaports in Europe and 2 in the UK. Okay, you're teaching me a lot here, Gary. I don't know much. 3 splits since you've owned it. Wow. It's quite a lot. I mean, I don't know how long you've owned it. Did you say? Maybe you said. But yeah, 3's quite a lot, it seems. Premium bond rate increase take effect from January's draw. The new interest rate. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's probably something I missed then, to be honest. I was looking at them about, I want to say about 3-4 months ago. Maybe that sort of time. So I wouldn't have seen that change. Okay, I'll join at 6. Thanks, Adam. There's no pressure. You can watch the video whenever you want. But yeah, let me know on the video that you came. I mean, I'll recognise you, Adam. I know you've come from here. Steve Geek, great name. Geeks are good. I'm a geek. Self-confessed geek. Hey, Hayley. Sorry I just joined. What are your thoughts on buying gold? Perhaps as an ETF as part of a diversified portfolio. No worries for joining whenever. I appreciate you being here, even if it's for 2 seconds or the whole time. It means a lot that you'd even click, honestly. What are your thoughts on buying gold? I don't have any gold, but my granddad is someone that I really look up to in terms of investing. He was the one that triggered my interest in investing when I was first starting to get into it. I've always heard, he's done really well in investing. He's not sitting there as like a crazy billionaire because of his investments, but he's done pretty well. And he is really, really into gold. He thinks that I should have exposure to gold and maybe even some silver. Yeah, I think it's great. Why not diversify your portfolio as much as you can, whether that's physical gold or in an ETF. If anyone's got any more advice for investing in gold or even silver, do let us know, because I'm not an expert on it by no means. I have thought about adding it as well, Steve, like you. I haven't got round to it, and I might in the future. But yeah, I don't see why it would be a bad thing. I don't at all. Investment strategy has to be harmonized with nerve. Yes, 100%, honestly. The emotions and psychology of investing are so strong. Like, look what I said earlier. I started investing, then everything went crazy, and I just stopped investing because I was too scared. Literally too scared. And I thought that the stock market was going to plummet like never before. I thought it was going to be worse than the 2008 recession. And I stopped investing and I lost out on so much opportunity. So if you can control up here, you will be so much better off financially. And I'm learning that. We're all learning that. Just looked, and NatWest have a 5% where you can deposit 150 a month. 5% is up to 5,000 and 0.5% after. Okay, yeah, that's definitely not what they're giving me. Maybe I'll go in and chat with them and see if they can give me something a little bit better than I'm currently on. I've had my NatWest account since I was like 12 years old, so I probably should move to somewhere a little bit better, or get a different account with them. Or Barclays if you want to move the cash in one go, also 5%. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Look to see who can give me the best option to move all my cash in one go and do it that way. In theory, you could just jump around, right? You could keep with one bank for a year, then move and get like a £500 reward for moving to a new bank or a better interest rate. I definitely don't harness that at all. Just look to see if we've got any more before I go and eat, because I am hungry. My plan is to eat and then come back for the premiere at 6 because I want to. Well, I will be on there chatting with whoever's on there. Like I said earlier, join if you want to. Perhaps as a younger person, no need to worry about bonds, but fixed income can be a great way to go, particularly at present with interest rates rising. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm going to be turning... I don't care about talking about my age, by the way. I don't know why some girls get really funny about it, but I'm going to be turning 27 on the 3rd of February. So very shortly, I'm going to be 27. I don't want to get older. But yeah, I'm still quite young. Okay, this is a goal actually of mine that I didn't mention earlier. I am so determined to become financially free by the age of about 36, which gives me about a decade I want to do it in. So I'm going to push with getting a pay rise at work, doing everything I can in that way. I'm going to be pushing as much as I can to build passive income streams, working on YouTube, getting my dividend portfolio and my investment portfolio as a whole, everything that I invest in up, and just doing every single thing I can, whether it's building businesses, whatever, to achieve that. And that's not because I want to hand in my notice and walk away to a beach. I just think that is so powerful to be able to stop trading your time for money. I'm excited. I can do it. We like the live streams. There's value in interactivity. Yeah, I agree. I love interacting with you guys, and I'm glad you like them. If you have 10 years, stocks, especially good dividends and value stocks, will outbeat bonds. At 30 years, bonds don't make a lot of sense unless you're already retired. Okay, so I'm gathering that people are saying, depending on, I guess, your risk and your timeline, bonds may or may not have a place, excuse me, in your portfolio, which is kind of what I thought, to be honest. That was my impression. Dividends versus index funds, buy and hold. Are you asking me which I prefer, dividends or index funds? I don't know if you're asking me what I prefer. I can't choose. I have both. I have exposure to both. My biggest position is in VUSA. I'm grouping index funds and ETFs together here, but my biggest position is in VUSA, pays me a dividend, but I like the exposure and the passive nature of that. Okay, your name is Craig. Hi, Craig. Hi, my name's Craig from the UK, Manchester. Nice. I only have one. Oh, you're from the UK. I thought you were from Canada. Am I getting people confused? So you only have one Canadian stock and the rest are UK and ETFs with Vanguard. Okay, I think I completely misread your message from earlier, so I apologize. But yeah, cool. You have one Canadian stock. I don't have any Canadian stocks, as in individual stocks. Maybe I have some exposure somewhere, but with Vanguard, yeah, love Vanguard. QSR is Burger King and other food outlets. Oh, okay, interesting. What is the optimal size of an emergency fund? There's lots of things online that will tell you, you must have 6 months to be able to sustain yourself, depending on your outgoings. But I think it depends. It really does depend. For me, I like to try and always have like 1 year cover. And I know I've done it before where I've lived off my emergency fund. So I know how much I need. I know how much my rent is. I know how much I spend in a week. And I'm not a big spender at all. Actually, I'm going to try and make a video across January where I share how much I spend, because I feel like them videos are always quite interesting. People like to be nosy, me included. But yeah, I'm not a big spender. I know how much I spend, so I like to have a year, and that helps me sleep at night. I'm fine with that, but you probably don't even need that much. It depends, doesn't it? I definitely think you need something. Don't just have to withdraw from your investments. Maybe look for like 6 to 9 months, but have a think about how much you would actually need to live on for a month, like realistically. Good idea to hold some bonds when you get to about 7 years before retirement. Yeah, okay. That's probably what I was thinking. Maybe add some bonds in later on. I think we need a detailed video on bonds, please. Yeah, I think I need to make that video on bonds. I might have a go at that. Like I said, I'm putting out 4 videos a week in January, and a lot of them are already scheduled, scripted, either ready to film or ready to edit and schedule, you know. So there might not be a lot of time for me to just put in a video about bonds, but I'm going to note it down and I'll either try and get it out in January or if not, as soon as possible. Okay, there is a lot of comments, but I can feel that my stomach is rumbling. So what I'll do is I'm going to stop there at the video on bonds comment, and I'm going to take a screenshot of everything that was left, and I'm going to come back to it in the next live stream, which I think is in like not next week but the week after, but I'll put it out. I'm really confused with the schedule right now because I'm just constantly churning stuff out. But I'll make you all aware of it, of course. And like I said, if you want to check out my Patreon, please do. I'm going to build a community there. It's going to be super fun. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, wherever you want to. And yeah, honestly, thank you from the bottom of my heart for just being interested and just interacting with me. It's so fun. It's so fun. And I'm absolutely obsessed. And I appreciate you all coming and just chatting, investing with me, and just being a general supporter of the channel. I've just seen someone said, go granddad. Yeah, he's awesome. He loves investing and he's been doing it for a long, long time. So he definitely steered me in the right direction. Yeah, cool. All right. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening or day wherever you are. I'm wishing you all the best for 2023. Share my channel with whoever you think will be interested. Let's try and push it to 5,000 subs as soon as possible and just keep growing it and building this community, and we can all just become better investors. And yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Cool, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and go for my premiere at 6 if